Hi everyone, in this video we are going to talk about the BIM Execution Plan, or simply BEP. The BIM Execution Plan is a document created by the project's team to define the delivery of the BIM project. It serves as a practical response to all the investors' requirements, and it is produced after the tender process is complete. As previously mentioned, there are both pre- and post-contract BEPs. Investors want to verify whether you can perform according to the BEP and deliver the required outcomes. Every stakeholder should contribute to the BEP, but generally the comprehensive BEP, which addresses the investor requirements, is produced collaboratively by the entire project team. However, one individual is typically responsible for overseeing the writing and the verification of the BEP. It is usually the BIM manager in cooperation with the BIM coordinator. The content of classic BEPs or BIM execution plans is generally similar. They state that all project team members are responsible parties. Basic project information is included, such as location, project number, project duration, and other relevant details. Project goals and requirements are aligned with those defined in the AIR. Planning and the deliverables are outlined along with methods and procedures, such as process maps. Requirements for information delivery and quality checks are specified, and IT solutions are also part of the BEP document. Each party indicates the IT solutions they use to meet the exact data format requirements set by the investors. There is no unified BIM execution plan template in Europe. Various documents are used, but the requirements for information are similar. One of the most well-known guides for writing BEP is the BIM Project Execution Planning Guide. This guide describes the exact procedures for writing a BEP and establishing the template. The main procedure for BEP production includes 4 key parts, as illustrated on this slide. The first part involves identifying BIM goals and use cases. The second part entails designing the BIM project execution process, which involves developing process maps that outline how documentation will be delivered. The third part focuses on developing information exchange by defining the frequency of information delivery and assigning responsibility for each part. This is a critical component of BEP, often represented through numerous tables that specify individual responsibilities. And only at the end of the whole procedures do we define the infrastructure, specifying which software we will use. One of the main problems with BEPs is that we should not decide every detail related to the project, such as specifics about suppliers, subcontractors, and so on. The BEP should be very concise and tailored to meet the investor's needs and requirements. Any BEP that exceeds 20-something pages becomes questionable as to whether all parties will read and adhere to it. Therefore, it should be concise and only contain the most important information to ensure smooth communication and properly defined model design and delivery. In the BIM execution plan, I consider these 2 tables to be the most important: the process map and the stakeholder-specific delivery chart. The process map defines key aspects of BIM project delivery, especially for parties who are new to BIM. These process maps are extremely useful, particularly for the production of 4D models and various BIM analysis. They are beneficial not only for the project but also for application within a specific office. The second chart is filled out by each stakeholder separately, depending on what needs to be delivered. For instance, if a 4D model is to be delivered, it is typically done by a civil engineer. After the architect provides the architectural model, the civil engineer must insert a time plan and integrate these pieces of information together to produce a 4D BIM model. However, questions arise. Has the engineer done this before? They may have worked on 3D models and time plans in Microsoft Project, but have they ever worked within the BIM system? what are their competences and what needs to be done to produce a 4D BIM model. In this part, self-evaluation and specific training in a certain software or area may be required. Some clients will accept this and choose you as project participants, but they may require you to undergo education and provide documentation proving the training has been completed. In my opinion, these two elements are crucial in the BIM execution plan. That's all. Thank you for joining me on this educational journey, and wish you all the best in your endeavors in digital construction.